Hey YouTube, Awesome Rider here. Welcome to my review for S.H.Figuarts Boon Red from Bakuage Sentai BoonBoomger, or it says on the box, Bun Red, which just still annoys me, especially since there's so much emphasis on the whole boon, don't stop the boom boom, and then you get the packaging and it's like, bun. But anyway, I've been enjoying the Sentai Revival Figuarts. It's unfortunate we haven't expanded much past Reds and 6th, especially recently, but it's still nice to get them back and of a pretty good quality. Let's start with the accessories real quick. So you do have his main weapon, which is the main feature. Right now it's in sword mode, and you can transform it back and forth by replacing this part here, and then you can have this piece in here and have it in its gun mode. And that's kind of nice attention to detail that they have that little retracted mode. And also saves money, I'm sure, not having both versions of it. But that's really nice. But there is something a little unfortunate about it that I'm going to highlight right off the bat. It's a little bit difficult to get his hand on this because of just the nature of the way it is, being around this ring and stuff and all Inquisitor style and all that. So I have the hand here ready to put this in, and I would, hey-oh, that doesn't matter if that fell off. But you can see right here, you see that little bit of a crease on the thumb. It's just really tough to get in there, and I was finagling it, and the thumb started to bend, and I really worried that it was going to snap off. So that's kind of unfortunate. Like, I've had a lot of figures, not just Figuarts, that have had this problem where the shape of the hand and it's not malleable enough, and the shape of the weapon causes that. But unfortunately with this, I feel like if I forced it, it would break the thumb. So, I mean, eventually I could probably try it, but it's not worth it to me right now. But that is a note. I wish that the plastic was a little bit better handled. It's kind of funny because on stuff like Marvel Legends or Star Wars figures, I've had that problem where I have had to force the thumb, but it never, not never, but most of the time it doesn't crease like that, and it just kind of, you know, bounces back like a rubber band. So that was my first sort of negative note. Then you do have your variety of hands. You have kind of like opened and relaxed hands. You have like posing hands, so we can do a thumbs up, one for being able to hold the changer, and then one for the other side. I don't know why, like, I didn't realize that he had different colored gloves until I got this figure. And there you go, the morpher is removable, like you saw that little hand on there so you can hold it. So that's like a nice little detail. I really appreciate that. It's like a nice little variety you can have for the way you can pose them. As far as the figure itself, you know, par for the course Figuarts articulation. My only other real negative note is this leg feels a little loose. It's not like loose, as you can see, like it's going to flail around, but it definitely feels like the loosest leg joint I've gotten on any of these Sentai ones so far, so it'll probably become loose over time. It's kind of a nitpick though, but it's still got a great 360 range of motion. You got your double D joint there, you got your joint down here at the feet, you got the little toe action there, you have the waist and chest articulation as per usual, good range there. You have the nice ball joint here on the arm, great range there. I keep saying the word range, find a new word, Dawson. Double elbow joint there, you know, the head's on a nice ball joint. So very well articulated. And other than this slightly loose joint, everything else feels pretty solid. And it does feel of a good quality. Like, there's been a lot of Figuarts in sort of recent years that have felt like a lesser quality, felt cheaper. And there are some here and there. And there are some older Figuarts that feel a little bit heavier because of the die cast. But outside of the slightly loose leg joint and my little problem with the thumb, I think it feels of quality. Like, it feels like a collector's grade figure. And I think the details work really good. You know, you have this almost matte feel for this, which it kind of represents the way the cloth looks in the show. Obviously, it's not going to be 100%, but I think it conveys that very well. I think the helmet looks really good. Part of me thinks it seems a little skinny, but I feel like I'm just being nitpicky. And I thought that this didn't shine too well when I opened it the other day, but it was kind of in the afternoon. But having it here under like the lights and stuff, I think that the shine of the helmet works really well. Like, honestly, I've grown pretty fond of these suits. I was pretty excited for this. Like, I wanted to pick up some of those like Soto figures back when the series first came out, when I was getting excited about it, but I decided not to because those figures really aren't my thing, and I decided to wait for this, even though it's unfortunate we won't get a full team. So I'm a little disappointed by a couple of things, like with the loose joint, just because I've had such a, or almost loose joint, just because I've had such a good track record with these. And mainly with this, like, I don't want to force that and break it on such an expensive figure. We don't need a Nadeshiko situation in 2025. I mean, it would just be a thumb, but still. And that could vary by case, vary by figure. You know, maybe you're more skilled at me. It's skill issue. I mean, I have a skill issue at life, so who knows. Overall, though, I would say, you know, if you're interested in this and you like what you see and you don't mind the fact that you'll probably only get red, I can recommend picking it up. Although, you know, again, you're not going to have full team, so if you want some uber cheap, you can get the vinyls. But for other people, there's the Soto ones and you can get the full team. That's about it for this one though, guys. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, climb the steps, and ring that bell to get notifications for more videos like this and more. Dawson Rider, signing out.